Welcome back to Barney's Gourmet Hamburgers Cashier Training, Section 4. Now let's continue our discussion regarding customers picking up to-go orders. Here's what to do in those cases where, in spite of our best efforts, we are faced with a challenge. If the order is not ready when the customer arrives, the customer has every right to be unhappy when the order is not ready. We quoted a time, and it's our job to make sure this order is ready at that time. If the cook has started making the order, but it is not ready, let the customer know the status of the order. Inform the cook that the customer is here. If the cook has not started making the order, apologize and tell the customer we are rushing the order. Give an estimated time until it's ready and notify the manager. Tell the kitchen that the customer is waiting in the restaurant and to please put a rush status on the order. Remember, the priority is to solve the problem, not find the reason why it happened. If a customer calls because they were given the wrong bag, apologize and ask what the customer would like for us to do to fix the problem. Then wait and listen very carefully. There are two options, and both of them inconvenience the customer. They can keep the bag or return for the correct order. If they choose to keep the order and not return for the correct order, get the customer's name and contact number and all receipts. Inform the customer that the manager will contact them. If the customer wants to return for the correct order, the kitchen must remake the order and time it so it will be hot when the customer returns. If the customer returns for the correct order and shows up without calling ahead, the kitchen must remake the order with rush status. Important note: as soon as you become aware that a wrong bag was given out, reorder the second customer's food on a rush status because we do not want to make two customers mad. Why did the guest end up with the wrong bag? We most likely did not check ourselves and the mistakes we made because we did not properly mark the master ticket while bagging the order. The wrong ticket was taped to the bag, or we grabbed the wrong bag and gave it to the customer. If the customer orders for another location and shows up not knowing the error, do not make the customer feel uncomfortable. Call the other location. Confirm that they have the order. Tell the customer the order is at the other location while you are on the phone. Ask the customer if they can pick up the order from the other location. If the customer can, tell the other location that the customer is going there and they should keep the food warm. If the customer cannot, place the order in your outlet immediately and mark it with rush status. And notify the manager right away. Why did the customer show up at the wrong location? Because obviously we missed one or two opportunities to confirm with the customer which location they were ordering from. First time when picking up the phone to answer, "Thank you for calling Barney's. We forgot to state our location." Second time, we did not confirm which location they were picking the order up from. Third time, at the end, after repeating the order, "Thank you for calling Barney's. We forgot to state our location." If the customer calls about a missing item, never make it the customer's fault because they didn't order it. Always assume we made the mistake. Find out if the item was paid for or not. When the item was not paid for, let the customer know that the order was never placed by us and they were not charged. If they want to come back for the item, order it and time the order so it is ready when the guest arrives. When the item has been paid for but the customer does not want to come back, apologize and get the customer's name and contact number and let them know that the manager will call to arrange for a refund. Why was there a missing item? We most likely did not check ourselves and made the mistake because of one or more of the following 3 reasons. The order was not read back to the customer when it was taken on the phone, or when the customer arrived for pickup. Items were not checkmarked when placed in a bag. Items were not checked and accounted for when the order was picked up. Here are some frequently asked questions. Can we call in an order in advance and eat in the restaurant when we arrive? The answer is, unfortunately, we cannot, because we are unable to guarantee that there will be available tables when the customer arrives. How long is the wait for a table? Answer honestly and tell them that the wait times are subject to quickly changing. Our reservation policy. Barney's operates on a first-come, first-served policy. If there is a big party or a customer insists on making reservations, get the customer's name and contact number and hand it over to the manager to follow up on. Please note, the cashier cannot take reservations. Only the manager is authorized to make reservations. Here is an example of an exception. If someone calls to book a big party, more than 6 people, and they are calling 10 minutes in advance, and the restaurant is slow, then we can keep a table for them for the next 20 minutes. Please note, always be alert to false orders made by children or pranksters. Always confirm unusually large orders by calling the guest back. Explain to the guests that since they placed a larger than normal order, we would like to double-check the order to confirm that we have taken the information correctly. That concludes our cashier training presentation. We hope that this exercise helps you perform your duties and be a successful part of the team here at Barney's Gourmet Hamburgers. Next, you will engage in hands-on training at the POS system and opening and closing the cashier station training. Please take the test on the material we have just covered. Good luck!